guys, this is Docm with another Minecraft video. You heard it! And today this is episode 105 of Docm77's new Minecraft World Tour. And boy oh boy guys, I've been so busy lately. Why does he say that all the time? Well, it's true. There's always something to do. This morning I finished a Botanicula Let's Play. The day before yesterday and yesterday I've been spending most of my time in doing the Iron Golem farm tutorial. Finally. And yeah, for all the guys who see the tutorial, the video already got pretty popular. Thanks a lot guys, for helping me out there with the likes and whatnot. It's really helpful for my channel and I need your support there, and I want to say thank you again for that. So, for guys who are coming from the Iron Golem tutorial and maybe don't know the World Tour yet, well, this is my Iron Golem farm and I finished it now. I worked on the final design for weeks now basically, using all the iron I was farming, and my harvesting cell is there in the middle, to build these towers around the Iron Golem farm. Totally made out of iron. Was a long project, and the last thing I did, finish this area below here, and this is the last step of the tower build. And I also have these columns in here where you can see the creeper over there. Need to be careful. I have to wait for 1.3, so I will be able to get some ice blocks again with silk touch. Let's fight the zombies real quick. Yeah. Fire aspect! And you can hear some trucks rolling by on the outside. So the construction site got right in front of my window is still the same crappy old place. I checked yesterday. They didn't make any progress. I thought they should be finished soon. Looks all the same. So in 1.3, I need to make this area safer, that's for sure. We will get silk touch back, and then we can grab ice, and this is why I made this ice machine. This was a project I started last time and I finished for today. Die. We also talked about the design aspects here of this building, if we should switch it out with iron blocks completely, and I was reading through the comments, and yeah, a majority vote was, and it was an overwhelming win, to leave the sandstone in. It's a nice transition and I think it is okay. Doesn't even look that bad. Maybe I'll replace this iron here with sandstone as well. Should go well. It's kind of representing a strong pillar that is carrying the weight of the complete tower. And I settled for this design now. Really simple, not overdoing it, just the water, some solid iron struts in there, some half slabs. Yep. I like it. Happy with that. And over there we should talk about the ice cube machine. So finished it. Let's walk around the building. It's a square shaped and straightforward building. I thought that fits nicely because it produces cubes. We don't want no edges, or not much edges, no windows, no nothing. Just the white cube. The white cube of ice cubeness. And if we're looking in here, let's put a cobble block down. You can see we already made quite some progress with our ice block here. It is basically almost at the maximum size. Just before I started recording, another row pushed out. So what you can see in there now is the first row of the last slice of our cube here. And now I automated the system so it stops, and you can see that setup here. You can also manually operate it. What happens is, if I press this button, let's first look at what happens if I press the button. If I press it, there was a creeper around, we need to be careful. If I press that button, there is a T flip-flop in there, and that makes the ice producers close up. so we can completely shut off the system if we want to, if we don't want to produce any ice. Leave me alone. So that's the first thing we can do. And yeah, the status of the ice cube machine is represented by that torch. If it's lit, the machine is ready to produce. And there's another mechanism in there, and you can see it up there. This is a butt switch. When this butt switch gets triggered, and that will happen if the full ice cube is produced and pushed out, it will touch this butt switch, will update, and the T flip-flop in there will trigger. So let's simulate that. Let's say the ice wall is pushed out for another block. Bam. You can see it triggered. When we remove it again, it starts over. So if we would harvest the cell, we would be ready to fill in again. So if we later on harvest it with our silk touch, we knock out everything but the last block, and when we're done knocking that out, so we don't even have to press the button. But I just thought it's cool if you can control it manually. So let's quickly go inside and look at the redstone. Already, to be careful not to fall in there, already made it as spawn proof as possible. We are lucky inside here, we got the ice, so mostly it's spawn safe, but it's really difficult in here. You could half slap everything out, but as I said, ice is cool. Could put some, this safe here, something could potentially spawn. No, I think it's safe, it's really safe now. Well, we have to be careful inside, because you can see the ice is coming along here. This is where the ice comes out still, remember from the last time, and this is where it's merged into the middle stream, and this is where we push out into our cube collector or cube former. And I have half slabs all over the place just to prevent mobs from spawning on the redstone. As I said, they can't spawn on the ice. And back here, this is the line for the reset. If you remember from last time, right here there was a lever in the middle, and we could control our two shutters left and right and close them. Now there's the torch stack, just goes up, comes around, and it is connected back here to a T flip-flop. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, right here. This is the T flip-flop. Let's check it out. These two blocks, two torches, left and right, and pistons, and the block that can shift around in the middle. When it's shifted to here, this line gets powered, and this line brings the power back to the shutter system, and it closes off the machine. So this is how that works. And on top, this torch here is wired to the butt switch, which you can see here, and this line coming up from here is just from our button to activate the system independently, right there. And the butt switch is in the wall, same butt switch we used all the time. So when the butt switch is triggered, it will send a pulse down into this T flip-flop. The T flip-flop is ultra charged one, a quick switcher, because we got a power torch on top. As soon as the signal comes, boom, switches real quickly. Yeah, and then below here, this is where we control the torch. Just taking the signal here, bringing it out. It's a bit hard to see with the half slabs, but yeah, the general design is just a T flip-flop hooked up to a butt switch, and also a trigger there, so we can control or trigger the mechanism by hand. And that's how the ice cube machine works, and I'm happy with it now. Nice bow. Also, I lost my pickaxe. I died. I was trying some things out in the Nether. I think I finally had an idea what to do with the area we had there, which connects to the mushroom biome. So I think there's gonna be a funny thing we could do to kind of get some gold and kill some of the pigmen easily without building anything too complicated. And while I was there, as stupid as it sounds, but I did it, I misclicked, I pressed Q and actually threw my good pickaxe down a hole and destroyed it. But thankfully I have another one up there. Actually, I wanted to save that up a bit. That is the super epic pickaxe, basically. It's as good as it can be, I'd say. I don't know, but I think it's the best. Let's grab it. Bam. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking, and Fortune Deluxe. But this is a good one. Made that a while ago. I was keeping it, but I think I could use it now. There's some cave-in scheduled soonish again. I need to do some cave-in. That's for sure. So now there should be a cart waiting for us. This time I planned our route out a bit. And let me see, yeah, the inventory is cool as well. We should go towards the Nether. And I want to try out some things there with iron golems. I saw that on the Mindcrack server. I think AMIDST did that. He had an iron golem down in the Nether, and the dude was killing pigmen. So that would be pretty cool, you know. I've been testing it, going to the Nether, putting some iron golems there, and they survive. That's one thing. And secondly, they actually do attack the pigmen. So now, at the moment, I'm thinking of a way to implement that there, kind of, I don't know, at least have a bunch of iron golems running around. That was new just now. Running around and killing them, you know. So we could kind of ride around there with a minecart, have iron golems running around, killing them for us, and we pick up the loot or something. I was also thinking of hooking up a system where we can quickly produce tons of iron golems, because at some stage they would die. Some kind of a magazine, iron blocks in there, sand refiller, and all we need to do is put the pumpkins on there to make him alive. We got a few in here, and let's see. Yeah, they're already hard at work. Makes it really easy for us. What I'm interested in is, are they attacking magma cubes as well? And what is their radius? Okay, he's engaging. I guess 16 blocks, about that. Kills them quickly. Too bad we can't have water in here, you know. We could do cool stuff with this iron golems and the pigmen. But actually, if I produce a ton of them in here, I could have like an army of iron golems working for me in here and kill off anything they see. And when I'm down here, I can always pick up gold, additional gold. And maybe even if they attack magma cubes, that would be interesting. Let's see, I'll run around, be here for a while. As you know, magma cubes spawn rarely, but I saw a ton of them always in here, or always spawning after a while. So I'll just cruise around a bit, and hopefully we'll see one, and then we throw an iron golem in their face. Own it time. We found one. Although it's a small one. Let's see if it gets attacked by the iron golem as well. Okay, first goes for the pigs. Not interested in it. Come on, don't let that thing bully you around, bro. Attack. Attack me. You don't want to? Okay, so they're not interested in these things. Die. Good to know. Good to know. But the funny thing is, I can like run around and aggro quite a bunch of them. Let's see. Aggro here, you two back there. Come on. And then I'll bring him towards my iron golems. And they would take care of it. So if I'd collect some, aggro them, have iron golems somewhere, we could speed things up. Rare item drop. I have to think about that for a little while. But it actually is pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe that holds some potential. At least, you know, from running around in there a bit and having some fun. It's a fun way to collect some loot. Got a bunch of gold nuggets. It was not a long time, maybe 5-10 minutes, just running back and forth. Most of the killing was done by the iron golems, so maybe we can do something with that. Maybe. But yeah, as I said, the nether area there, and I finally need to clear that bed for the sake of it. Let's put one torch there, that's good enough. Yeah, the nether area will be a side project in the long run. Oh, we should, you know what? We haven't used the secret tunnel in a while. Oh, and I didn't put the boat down. Oh. Oh. Why doesn't it work? Now. Should go through the secret tunnel. Haven't used that in a while. Not many people know about it. At least about that way to walk about. I have walkways all over the place here in the world tour, left and right. You can get to most places in several ways. Let's get out of here. And haha. This is where we come out. Inside our biome, which is made as a habitat for Arnold and Amy, which I fixed by the way by now again, so we shall breed them in here. Maybe we'll keep that for the episode 111. So next project, and that will keep me busy for quite a while, as the snow farm is there now, right next to it, maybe with a little spacing. We will lay out the Redstone Museum. And now guys, we need feedback. A lot of feedback. First of all, please, video responses, redstone designs, and first of all we need to think what kind of designs we want to put in there. So we need butt switches, we need logic gates, we need pulse lengtheners, we need pulse shorteners, we need, there's tons of categories. Maybe we can come up with some good categories. So guys, suggest categories down in the comments so we know how many floors we want to do, you know. Maybe have like if I'd say if we'd have, for example, 5 categories, then we would make 5 floors with I don't know, 5 different rooms, 5 to 6, depends a bit how many alternative designs we find or how much space we have, but at least 5 floors. Maybe we just have areas there, not individual rooms. And it sure has to have a pretty epic redstone elevator thing or something as a centralized, yeah, I don't know, landmark for the whole build or something, and then we can build the create the building around it. So also looking for cool elevators. Put down video responses for that as well. This time there's not gonna be an auto approve for the video responses on the World Tour episode. I will have to check through. So if you put down video responses, make it easy for me so I know it's a distinct video response for this episode. Name it episode 105 video response or video response for DocM's World Tour episode 105, so I can clearly see it when I go through the video responses, so it's easier for me to check out the designs, because normally quite a bunch of people put down video responses on the World Tours and it's hard for me to find them. You know, put a distinct title there so I can check it out. Also, design ideas. If you look at it, we got the transition from stone or sandstone with the iron to sandstone again, snow, brightness, and over there we got wood, and behind the thing we got the dark wood area as well. So I've been not making much with these trees and the wood we get from that, the darkish wood. So maybe we could use that as a main building theme, but also looking for alternatives. Feel free, you know, to show me some cool buildings using dark wood and some design alternatives with that as well, so we can implement the thing here. It's gonna be a pretty huge building, and as redstone is a cool thing we use a lot, you know, I want to represent redstone properly. Maybe we could have some kind of a cool, I don't know, scrolling title thing there, or glowstone lighting, some cool, just some fancy redstone stuff, you know. The whole building should be about redstone. A cool entrance gate, maybe a 4x4 door. Need to talk to CNB Minecraft or the other crazy redstone geniuses. Maybe they can come up with something epic for the Redstone Museum and we can feature good designs in there. Like, we should pick the best designs, you know, best of the best. So let me know what you think about the idea in general, and also keep in mind all the things I asked for. You know, be active, get involved, send your designs in, and if it's cool, you know, we can put it into the Redstone Museum. But first of all, it's about the general layout of the building. And I wanted to address one little thing here. Some people were asking, the birdcage, dude, is it still as efficient as it was? Because, let's get up there. Part of the idea for the whole birdcage is tricking mobs into walking off platforms, because there are signs and they think it's a full block. As you can see right now, they don't recognize it as a full block anymore, and thus we lose a lot of efficiency in the birdcage. It is still working nicely, you know. That was cool. The basic idea, everything still works, but mobs just fall off platforms slower. They still do, basically, because it funnels down to a more narrow area. If you go down, it always gets narrower. That's a difficult word for me to say. More narrow. I don't even know if narrower exists. Even it always gets more narrow. And so eventually they will push each other off, and you can see, I mean, the loot from here is not epic, but it still does something. And the birdcage never, you know, was a super high efficient design. It had a good efficiency once, but in my world here it was not meant to be super efficient. It was more like, we wanted to put down a symbol against Enderman griefing. I made this thing as an Enderman proof grinder when Endermen were introduced, and they were super annoying, like griefing any block, and the whole thing is made out of furnaces inside to make it Enderman proof, and it was a huge project. And after a while Mojang understood, and they nerfed the Enderman, not because of the birdcage, but the birdcage is basically a symbol for one of the biggest mistakes made in development of this beautiful game. And yeah, soonish we're gonna start the build over there. Next episode maybe I'll be able to lay out the foundations at least, so please give me good feedback in the comments so I can make a good plan. Of course I will have the final decision, that's what Etho always says, but I need your ideas, and I think we can come up with something pretty cool over there. Have a nice way to remember our redstone circuits and to honor some of the gods of redstone here in the world tour as well. They are honored all over the place, but this should be a special place for them as well. The tower build is almost done. Some lighting in there I kind of find a bit too dark, and sun is setting down. We should see the light show over there, and I'd say this is a good way to end this episode. So let's wait for the butt switch. Takes a while. Well, then maybe next time. I'm out. Bye bye guys.